Silver and blue, but the budget's on red. Stacking the millions, but short on the spread. Need a new player, he checking the cap. Saving them coins like he's sanding the trap. Son of a legend, running the biz, but when it's time to spend, he like, hold on kids. Front office chilling, fans losing sleep. We trying to win chips, he trying to stay cheap. Cap boy, counting them cents. When we need dogs, he looking for rents. Cap boy, tighten that line. But championships ain't bought on discount time. We talking glory, he talking budget. Try to win now, but he won't budget. Cap boy, it's all in his plan. But rings don't fit in a spreadsheet, man. Need a shutdown corner, he calling a scout. Saying we'll dream for cheap, let's figure it out. While Philly spending in the Niners stack. We holding receipts, trying to play it all back. Jack needs weapons, Micah needs help. Cowboy just smart, says manage yourself. We love this town, but we know what it lacks. The front office brave enough to open this. Cap boy, counting them cents. Well, we need dogs, he looking for rents. Cap boy, tighten that line. But championships ain't bought on discount time. We're talking boy, he talking budget. Trying to win now, but he won't budget. Cap boy, it's all in this plan. But rings don't fit in a spreadsheet, man. Look, we gotta manage the cap, folks. Can't just go out spending like it's fantasy football. Yeah, tell that to the Eagles and Chiefs. Cap boy, counting them cents. The fans want rings, not dollar defense. Cap boy, we see through the plan. Can't coupon your way to a Super Bowl fam. We still believe, still wear the star. But open up the wallet if you wanna go far. Cap boy, it's time to invest. Cause cheap don't loom in the MC West. Come on, Cap boy.
Come on, Catboy. What's going on, everybody? Another great hit from Ron Oliver. Yes, a Game Time Brand album number 2 is out. Yeah, well, not out, but I have it. It's still going through all the processes of getting approved through iTunes and Google and all that, Spotify. That one was called Catboy. So, good evening, everybody. I wanted to do a lunchtime chat. Didn't happen. So, this is my lunchtime chat. We'll do a dinner chat. We'll call it a dinner chat here.
How about pep rally chat?
Pep rally. Yeah, I mean, you know, I was getting inundated.
Everybody's getting motivated, they teams. And
I was really hot today. It was hot out there, and everybody was texting me. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you. Yeah, he can wait.
Did you see that link I sent you about the mystery guest?
I haven't had a chance to look at anything. What did you send me? Yeah, I don't want to talk about who it is, but
yeah,
he already leaked it, so it don't matter.
What up, Brian? What up, Loyal?
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Hi, everybody.
But you know, and we're gonna get into the stop.
Yeah,
Momo's Moonshine.
I'm trying to talk, and you got making weird noises in the back. Yeah, so I don't know. I heard somebody making like meow noises. I don't know what's going on. What's up, Woke? How are you? You know, I did listen or watch the whole interview. I did. I was actually pleasantly surprised. I know Wade was blowing me up and some other people. Again, I don't know what you people expected. Jerry Jones is not going anywhere in the aspect of course, he's going to talk on press conferences like that. But I was very happy with a lot. If you listened, if you guys who are negative Nancy's, if you listened, he has nothing to do with contracts. What he does is just talk. And this is the first time he's talked. He's, you know, he's not even involved in the negotiations. So I don't really care. I mean, as long as he has this one day, they go to him. It's not like, they just let him, just talk about these long-winded stories. Yeah, I could care less. I get it's cringy with him anymore, but he has no real authority. He's not doing anything. I mean, did you guys watch that? I mean, and my one thing that I said, and he alluded to it. I wish I had a transcript. I don't want to play it, but he alluded to doing like, people could die. Remember, I actually was not joking when I said, if you give these young men these hundreds of millions of dollars, the contract, all these guaranteed money, it's unfortunate, but somebody could die and you're on the hook. So waiting, and then of course, he talks about, and I loved it. I loved him putting Trayvon Diggs on notice and Terrence Steele. He brought them up. And he said, you guys want everything done early. What? You think we could go back and redo the Trayvon deal and the Terrence Steele deal? If you analyze that, they both got hurt. I mean, it's basically...
Well, you got to come to work to get paid, bottom line.
But I'm talking about, they signed them, and then they both got hurt. You can't foresee that, but that's the downside of trying to sign somebody early. And the other thing I thought, and I alluded to, I really do believe they have a policy of not doing stuff too early. Again, I know people are annoyed, and I know Randy was annoyed. They have plenty of money. They have plenty of money, people. Once they sign Micah, they'll have close to $50 million. So it's not like it's a real issue other than, I wish they would address certain guys a little earlier. But I don't know. That's my take. And I'll get to the chat shortly, everybody. But my take is I'm fine. I am very, very excited about this head coach. He's he has the enthusiasm and he's saying all the right things, okay? And they seem to love him. So anyway, I don't care who goes next. What were your thoughts about it?
I was excited to hear Shotty. I mean, he speaks well. Again, that he speaks very well,
water,
and
please. This is water.
he gets the fans, excited just hearing him talking. I mean, not so much Catboy and Jerry Jones, they're just talking blah blah blah. But I want to hear from the coach himself, and he seems to be up for it. He knows what's at stake.
Yeah, I agree.
What is that exactly in stake, Lord Cowboy?
Well, the expectation is going to win. I mean, his job. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
So what expectation could for a coach, a brand new head coach, have if he never coached before? And
he's been in the league for 20 years.
He's called plays and gotten
he's never gotten the opportunity.
I get that, but what expectation could he possibly have when you
to prove why he's a head coach?
To prove, okay. But how
he wants to do what his dad wasn't able to do. He even referred to if they do get a Super Bowl, he wants to get his dad.
He wants to surpass his dad.
Surpass his dad. So going to an organization where someone's going to be watching over you like a hawk. Is that the best way to surpass your dad?
Jimmy Johnson did it. He dealt with it.
Jimmy
Johnson got going to get 2 Super Bowls.
With the drama. So we revisiting old history. So I get it. I'm
just saying.
That's all you got, Momo, is old history.
I'm just speaking facts.
What are you talking about?
Momo, the team has been good. Dude, it takes a lot of luck and ball. It takes things to go your way to win a Super Bowl sometimes.
Hey, Drew, chip on the shoulder.
The ball ain't rolled our way.
Hey, Drew. Okay, I'm sorry. So, Drew, you're saying the chip on the shoulder. So, Drew, if someone called you a bitch every day, you'd want to prove to them that you're not a bitch. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful or anything. I'm just saying
as much as we give Jerry
that's my point.
Hold on.
But that's
he's one of the only owners in the NFL that probably lets his coach in the draft room help pick players. What other franchises do that in the NFL?
No, what
other franchises in the NFL let their coaches pick players, like in the draft room?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just my general thing, and I know what you're saying.
So let's not act like he's not involved. He's involved.
No,
I'm not saying he's not involved. What I am saying is that all this stuff we doing. Yeah, y'all got your pom poms pumped up because y'all think it's football season. Y'all
It is
all
football
excited for
season.
training.
Let
It is
me tell
It
you
football.
Okay,
what,
is.
it's
I
training
got my
camp. It's football
pom
season.
poms. I got my pom poms ready to kick your team's ass this year,
Yeah,
Momo. That's
okay,
what I
well,
got my
that's
pom
fine.
poms ready.
I'm
Walker, we
asking.
got dibs.
I'm not here to be
But
making
I
a
ain't worried
mess.
about that. We're gonna sweep y'all. We beat y'all one time with a
What are you
crippled
eating,
team.
Wade?
What do you
Yeah,
think we're
okay,
gonna
that's
do
all
at
right.
full strength?
That's fine.
Wade,
You
we got
on?
dibs.
We got full blunt on Wade right now. I love it.
Full blunt. You
All I'm
smoke a
asking
blunt?
is that end of the day, Jerry's going to be Jerry. So this coach is going to do what he trying to do. But Jerry's going to be Jerry, and Jerry's going to go
Yeah, but the
back
coach,
and
if you
start
listen to
doing
what
what
the
he's
coach
always done.
said,
Well,
yeah,
a
we're not going to
leopard
get in
cannot
long
change his
soliloquies,
stripes
Momo.
overnight.
Momo, in and out.
Jerry's
Let's
not
be
running
fair,
the
Momo,
people.
team.
in and
Steven
out. You
is.
can't just like dominate. In and out. In and out.
I'm about to say something.
It's not
Jerry's
good.
not running the team. It's Steven. That's already been confirmed in the press conference. Steven said he talks to the agents. Jerry doesn't.
Yes, that's what I was saying, and I was sweating my what's off when you were texting me. So, you know, again, I mean, I don't like Jerry talking, but he's the owner of the team. That's what he does. But
Well, he's got a big mouth. He's a salesman.
here's the
I
deal.
want.
Let me finish
I
my
want-
thought, and then Jesse can go and talk about Jason Dart. My thing is that we didn't hear anything today that was not good, in my opinion. He came out and lit up Trayvon Diggs like Trayvon should. That wasn't a penalty, guys. That was not a penalty for Trayvon Diggs. That was built in his contract. That's a performance type bonus. You need to show up 84% of the time. It's about, we're paying you a lot of money. I disagree with the chat that I was in earlier. I was just letting you guys vent. Yeah, I'm paying you a lot of money. You need to be some sort of, you don't have to be a vocal leader. You need to be there.
I don't mind what Jerry said.
You don't get to get your money and go hide in Miami. Sorry, bro. Or you don't earn that part of your contract. I loved it. Put him on notice. Just
I miss
like
the press
Terrence
conferences.
Steele. Huh?
I miss the press conferences. It's good to see him back.
Overshown has been here. He's been injured.
That's what I'm saying. You need
as
to
much
be
as
there.
people give him hell for being injured. He's
Exactly.
the leader. Trayvon Diggs, cut his ass, straight his ass.
Next year. But with the thing that like getting back to what you guys are talking about, Brian Schottenheimer came out and said he got a hand in every player acquisition, and I shared some of Tyler Smith. They are very, very happy with the guys they got. People who don't know and want to troll, that's fine, and the proof will be how it actually translates to the field. But they are very high on a lot of these guys, these ex-first rounders from other teams that, for whatever reason, aren't working out. All this is a season of optimism. People get all carried away. Like, well, you have no right to be optimistic. Go take a long walk off a short pier. We can do what we want. You don't want to listen, you don't have to. We're optimistic just like other teams are optimistic. Do you think, the New York Giants are optimistic? I guarantee. Just come on Wednesday night and you'll see just how much they're optimistic. And they should be. The Washington Commanders. Momo, are you optimistic?
I'm not optimistic.
You're not optimistic? All right, so that's good.
I know what I'm saying. I think I'm another Ram. I know we're going to win 11 games. These are facts going to happen.
Hope you got some wheelchairs for those players out there.
Momo not optimistic. Momo not optimistic, but you're always saying that you're going to be leading the division.
Can I say something?
That's me telling the
Jesse,
truth.
you can.
Okay, real simple. Momo, you want recent history, and I'm a pom-pom in the Eagles. Nick Sirianni, what was his expectations?
This is, so
Nick
we're talking
Sirianni,
about
what was
the
his
past
expectation,
now?
Momo?
So what are we talking about? The past? We're talking about
Well,
this year?
recent past. You're talking about past. We're talking about recent past. What was his expectations?
Recent past, your team is horrible. So,
No, I'm not talking about my team. I'm talking about the Eagles.
you can't have it one way. I mean, you're optimistic.
Yep.
Jesse,
and what
and
he
you
gained,
should
what
be.
did he win? And what did he win? Super Bowl.
Who are we talking about?
I'm talking
Dracula.
Sirianni.
Okay.
Nick Sirianni.
All right. So what?
Yeah,
he won the first year that he was a coach. Not saying the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl this year, but I know damn well the Cowboys are going to be ahead of the damn Washington. Maybe going to be Redskins here pretty soon, which they need to be.
I hope not.
We gonna be above your asses. I'll tell you that.
Let me grab the chat real fast.
It's a long season. We'll see.
Let me grab the chat. We got CZ in the house. We got Twiz. I'd wear that as a damn pendant on my chain. What's up, Cowboys faithful? No injuries. What's up, Freddie Trejo? All right, Jesse Montanez is in the Zoom call. What do we got here? We got Hallie Pierce. She's in the Zoom call. CZ, what's up, brother? Arturo Gomez. How are you, Arturo? I'm trying to quickly get through the list of people in here. Boop, 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 boop. They're having a night. Dustin Bosley. What's up, Daz? What's up, Dustin? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Vinny Hagan, Manna Hawkins' own, is in the house. Jimbo. What's up, Jimbo? How are you, brother? Momo is in the Zoom call. Rob A. What's up, brother? Rob A. Brother Rob saying, why aren't you going on a 6? I'm like, dude, I need to shower. I had to shove some food down my throat. I didn't get a chance to do a lunchtime chat. So this is my lunchtime chat. So,
I was just missing you, bro.
I know. William Tilton. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. I was trying, but I figured I just wasn't going to make 6. D, what's up? D Moore in the house. Let's see here. Clemente, my man Clemente. How are you, Clemente? Drew, Eagles Drew, ready to roll. What's up, Drew? Woke Youssef. And I'll let you know, Drew. I'll let you know. Just your normal stuff. It is Cop Pizzle. D'Angelo, I don't know what you're talking about. A living legend. I don't know what you're talking about. It's Cop Pizzle. I don't know. He ain't coming on my show. Let's see here. Linda Conyers. How are you, Linda? Unless you saw the end of his video, and then you might know something. Jerry was up there, drunk as a skunk. D'Angelo, nah, he was all right. Jerry was good. I think I'm getting to the end here. Boop, 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 boop. Miguel Escoval, what's up? Hey, Game Time. I hope Jerry and Steven were wearing shades because they were hungover because they said a lot of crazy stuff. I disagree, Miguel. Not much was said. It was a very ho-hum press conference. I enjoyed when Brian Schottenheimer talked, and I don't know. I was actually encouraged. I'm trying to hear Joe DeMasi. What's up, brother? Just trying to get to the end. Just spam your comment, and we'll get back to it. But just real quick, Momo, and then I'll let you talk. Yeah, if I missed anybody, just spam it. I'll try and do it. Listen, everybody, we got some good news. They're obviously in talks with Tyler Smith. That's what Catboy said. I thought that was good. You know, I mean, it's not like they don't try to address, and I do think Steven is right. You don't think they could try to address some of these contracts early? Sometimes it's on the player saying, nah, I'd rather wait and maximize and get as much as I can because they know Dallas will pay. Right?
I was just about to say that. I thought that was interesting that he said some of them want to be done now and some just want to wait. I just thought that was interesting what he said about that.
Yeah, and anyway, go ahead, Momo.
Okay, I'm going to say this real quick.
What's up,
I don't believe that none of what was said on that podium by his son is true. If y'all really believe that Jerry is not going to have the final say,
he doesn't.
Who gets paid.
Well, he has final say, but he's not involved.
The contracts, the negotiations are going to go through Jerry. He's in the negotiations.
No, he's not. He doesn't even talk to the agent. He doesn't even talk to the agents. That's where you're wrong.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't
Stephen
talk to
Jones has been doing contracts for years, and I think that's an issue because Steven's not the best at doing them, but it does take two to tango, Momo. If you're a Dallas Cowboy, you're betting on yourself, okay?
Right, I agree with that.
I really do think it comes down to the player. You know, you look at Philly, you know, and you see Devontae, take an early deal, the wide receiver. Yeah, you know, and he took one for the team. He could have got more money. We joke and kid, but he could have got more money, absolutely. But he did a team-friendly deal. Let's be honest.
And most recently said, and Brian, most recently called it still life-changing money.
It's all
that's what he said. He called it life-changing money for him. So he said basically he good with his
Yeah,
contract.
but you could blow
Who are
money.
you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I said Devontae Smith.
Devontae.
I was
Yeah,
just
Devontae
saying,
said that.
not all players are like that. Like Trayvon Diggs actually did an early deal. Now he got hurt. Okay, he got hurt. Still not hurt. He's not too hurt. He was still able to have a couple kids, with the torn ACL. So he's still doing that well, I guess. But he got hurt. I mean,
yeah, he'll be bankrupt here in the next 7 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a question. Game time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think Jerry's saying something about players getting hurt?
What's up, Crystal?
And if I'm a player and on a team and I'm doing a contract, I'm on a contract saying you up there memorizing or kind of putting players down for getting hurt. That's bad.
I'm sorry. Like, what did you say?
He wasn't putting them down. He was questioning whether that it was. If he should have waited to do the contracts or not, because the guy asked him, why does he wait so long?
He was giving you the flip side of doing early contracts. There are bad luck.
Yeah, because he said one of them. I'm sorry, Game Time.
No, you're good. Go ahead. I'm just.
No, I was going to say that's why he was saying, you can do this. Say a player's contract, and then in 2 years he'd be hurt in maybe a crash.
That's part of the nature of the game,
something like that.
Twiz, I'm sorry. Can you play the presser? I didn't hear
it. Apparently take it slow.
It's an hour long, Twiz.
Game Time. Game Time, if I may, I just want to say from someone on the outside looking in, and mind you, on this channel, Marks, everybody's been questioning the whole rationale. After hearing Jerry, I felt like it seemed to me that Jerry Jones and Walker Wade are more alike than I thought. I mean, Jerry sound just like he sound like a more polished version of Walker Wade and voicing his frustrations, because that's really what it boils down to.
Again,
him being frustrated, him being pissed off because he pays people, and then they end up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like he's mad.
I'm on the team,
I just wanted to say
What's up, Sugar Daddy? Thanks, my man. Hop in here, brother. Hop in the Zoom crew. Again, I didn't hear anything. I was actually good with what I heard. I'm tired of Baby and saying everything's great. I just love what they allowed Brian Schottenheimer to pick his whole staff. I thought this is all good. I don't know. Again, I don't know what people think that Jerry's never going to speak at the introductory press conference, but he don't even know the agents' names. He doesn't deal with the agents, Momo. He really doesn't. That's why he talks to the players. Stephen Jones talks to the agent, but a lot of these mega guys don't want to do deals that early. They're betting on themselves.
Is that greed or is that culture, or a little bit of both?
I don't know. I think Dak is about as good a teammate. No, I'm saying he's about as good a teammate as you could have. Let me finish my thought. Please don't cut me off. Dak, he asked me a question. Dak is about as good a teammate as you could be. Yeah, he struggles in playoff situations, and we'll get to that. He has some words for that this afternoon. But yeah, he actually wanted the highest paid money. So what he was talking at the side of his neck, Rob, about he doesn't have to reset the market, and that's exactly what he did.
Right.
So that, again, less worried about what the players say and more worried about what they do and their actions. Anyway, next, whoever go ahead, Momo, I guess. Momo.
No, I was just gonna say
Walker
is
Jones,
that players, to me, quite frankly, should get all the money they can get. Period.
So for what I think what Jerry Jones was saying in a nice way is, Dak, you need to get your crap together this year. He was saying that in about the nicest ways you can be. He's like, we got you Pickens. There's no excuse.
I didn't hear that, but I don't have a problem with
he didn't
I didn't hear
come
that.
out and say that, but the body language and from the way he was talking about that, that's what I got.
Well, the way he said it, though, we worded it it took Twitter by storm. So I know JJ Watt tweeted it, and then Micah retweeted it, and then commented on the comments of Jerry making, the point of I paid this guy, and he gets hurt, and who's to say that we're gonna, he's gonna be there even after we pay him. Talking about Micah. However he said it, some players did take it the wrong way, and some former players did as well.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. Hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just did you guys hear the point I made about Jerry Jones sounding more and more like Walker Wade?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have paid them guys.
Yeah. And mind you, the timing of all of this too, it's sort of kind of like this being the conversation going into training camp. It's why I said that you guys had that cautious optimism, that you guys should exercise when talking about the differences in terms of,
Joe DeMasi,
culture
I
and
agree
everything
with you,
like that.
brother. Joe DeMasi, I agree with you 100%. I think that's the least of the issues right now. Yeah, playoff time. Again, this is like we're not talking about playoffs right now. What we're talking about is the start of something new and that we're exciting. And the people are getting all bent out of shape because Jerry didn't say this or he said that. He was fine. Jerry was fine today. Steven, we got a lot of information that we normally don't get. We normally get a lot of crap. And I was actually pleasantly surprised that he threw he put a couple players on notice. F the players who want to sign a deal, okay, with language that says you must be at the team facility. You are a leader of the team, whether you're verbal, vocal.
If
you
you're
need
gonna,
to be there. You got a lot of money,
show up to a
Trayvon
job.
Diggs.
I gotta show up to work tomorrow.
Get your ass
or else I'm gonna
there.
get fired. Okay,
Right. That's
so
why
Trayvon didn't show up,
I
and
liked
it's in his
it.
contract.
You
Right.
talk about
And I agree.
That's
culture.
on his ass.
It's
You are
accountability.
yes, that's all we're
Accountability.
saying. Yep. And this isn't, Dallas has so many moving pieces right now, but I will tell you, Rob, Brian Schottenheimer looks like he's got the energy for it all. And that's a lot of the if you have energy and he's like 51 or whatever, but if you have the energy and you relate to the players, I mean, he's texting the players. Now, I'm on record of saying, well, what does that mean if you lose in 2 games in a row? How does a team respond? We're going to get to know that. We don't know. But I would say it's been a long time since we had a coach who connected with the players on this level. I mean, I'm just very upbeat
I think Dan Quinn did on defense.
On defense, but he didn't stray around. He didn't stray around to the offense. He's talking to everybody. Now, listen, is everybody happy? Of course not. This is a team where it's top heavy salary wise, and you have 12% of the guys. You're getting all the money. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of competitiveness, which I think.
Hey, Game Time, didn't Turpin get in trouble too?
He did, and if you listen to the press conference today, Brian Schottenheimer dealt with it, explained. He goes, I'm not going to get into detail, but what you did was unacceptable, and this is not what we're going to do here if you want to be a part of this team. He said it all. Who am I hearing here? Is that Wade?
There's Walker Wade.
What?
No, wait. No, I didn't
We hear your background.
Yeah, we're hearing. Anyway, Leo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, Brian Schottenheimer dealt with a Turpin. They're not going to discuss what sort of penalties they're going to give the kid. Again, as you well know, he acted foolishly, Leo, but it wasn't. It was less than 2 ounces of weed. Problem was everybody's.
You had to go.
But not even that, because and I'm sure you're connected, and you could talk to some players. They all carry guns. My only issue was be a little bit more respectful to the police officer, knowing that you're illegal. You're in a bad spot. As it turned out, it's 2 misdemeanors, and they say, oh, he has priors. Well, okay, he had something that was basically thrown out, but. Yeah, he's an immature dude. He acted immature, and he was told so. And Brian Schottenheimer didn't say what maybe McCarthy or somebody else would say. Oh, well, we dealt with it in-house. He said, no. I told him what he did was wrong and irresponsible. I love that. How do you not like that? I mean, I don't know what, they ain't going to. cut off a finger or something. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I was happy with that. I mean,
again, it doesn't have to be played out in public. Basically, the fact that
it sounds like a Johnson maneuver.
Well,
yeah, we don't need to at least there's some sort of privacy.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm saying.
That's the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, that's what I'm saying. Like we're seeing some things that are different. Will that translate into wins? I don't know, but I'm just saying. As I sit here today on the first day, I was actually pleasantly surprised. People get caught up on the wrong BS. Again, Leo, I'm on record to tell him if I was Micah, I would hold out. Okay, now to Micah's credit, he's there. Jerry. He's always talking to these guys. Jerry's always talking to these guys, and that's not a bad thing because they love Jerry. Jerry pays these guys. You talk to any of your football friends, okay? They love Jerry Jones. Why? Because he takes care of you. And again, people say, well, we're paying too much. I get it, Rob. I totally agree. I would like to address these contracts earlier, but we're still sitting there with $40 million under the cap. We'll get more. They could structure deals. It's not really that big a deal. And then he just pointed out that they did 2 moves that came back to bite him in the ass. And people are like, oh, my God, I can't believe he said that. I'm glad he said it. Aren't you glad that Jerry said, wait, we paid Trayvon early, and then he proceeded to have 4 kids in that span, which is your prerogative, but then tear his ACL and then not rehab properly. Hey, man.
Give me. No, game time. Here's the thing.
That.
But you know what though? Game time. Number one, the discretion that was exercised in dealing with Turpin, it's notable. Is it a big deal? Is it something headlining?
We don't know yet,
right?
But
but on the outside looking in, when I think of good activity, the fact that level of discretion was used, it was handled, but it was handled in-house, behind closed doors. Don't need to go into no detail. That for the Cowboys is new for me to hear. So it's notable.
It's a good sign.
You know what I'm saying? But
what does it mean? We don't know.
But again, that's why I said notable.
Baby steps.
Right. But then
Jerry's
when you talk about
no.
but then when you talk about the fact that you look at what happened today with Jerry and the things that he was saying and the candidness in which he said it, like he was just like that was frustration. That was real. You know what I'm saying? That was insight.
Leo,
that you
wish I would. This is and I know they can't do it, but as I was listening to it, I keep going back to Of course he's going to say, well, I'm not going nowhere. Of course they're going to let him. Like Stevens just says, all right, just let him go, because then that's less questions that we got to answer because Jerry just starts talking about stupid shit. But, he was talking, and I just wish that, like, the one frustrating thing that I always have, and listen, I understand. They're not going to ask this question probably. But, you basically would say, okay, you're talking about you've learned from your mistakes, but if there was an actual GM, they would have been fired because results are the bottom line. Results meaning playoff wins, right? You can have all the 12-win seasons you want. If you don't have the playoff wins, that's the problem, right? I know it takes luck, right? It does take luck. You could be good all you want. Just look at Detroit. It does take some luck, and you have to have a certain leaders in the room to get you over those rough spots and go win a Super Bowl. It's not easy. The best teams sometimes don't do it,
And the Eagles, they got rid of their last coach that won the Super Bowl after he won the Super Bowl. What's his name? The one that went to Jacksonville.
Doug
Peterson. So they didn't hesitate that once he starts losing, it's like bye-bye.
That's because we're about accountability in Dallas. I mean,
basically,
they're too cheap to be about accountability.
Yeah, basically what I'm getting at is what I wish they would ask him is, hey, listen, Jerry, you sit here, you're literally the last NFC team to get to a championship game. So you're at the back of the line trying to get to a championship game. Please tell me how bad does that hurt, and why do you think you need to keep doing? Even though, his actions are showing you that this is a different year, but I would still ask the question. So you keep
But see,
saying
that
the
person
same
asked a
thing.
question. They had to fire them. You would have probably asked for them to get fired if they said that.
Yeah.
You know how he is.
What's your
Well,
point?
you know
What's
what
your
though, game
point?
time. The crazy part is that for years, you know what I'm saying. This man has been putting out big time contracts, and people have been not actually fulfilling them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so after a while, and on top of that, the way he's been teased and everything like that, I think that question was like one of those straw that broke the camel's back type of questions where it just everything came out. I don't think we were supposed to get all of that. And I'll say this, the difference between that and then what we're accustomed to here
Right.
in Philly is that when first of all, you never really hear Jeffrey Lurie. Like even during the draft, you just see him sitting in the chair and he's just rocking and
Some high
smiling and clapping,
fives
but
here and there. Yep.
you don't never really, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
And
different
during the course of
style.
the
It
year,
definitely is.
yeah, and during the course of the season, he might be in the locker room, but he'll be standing in the back and he'll hug guys and stuff like that. But he don't talk. And so
Right.
when
Get somebody else up
when
here.
he says, I'm coming, we're gonna have a meeting on
What's up,
Monday
Randy?
and I want a
Hey, how you doing?
plan, that's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
That is not good.
he is not running a pocketbook. He's not signing players. He's not doing the negotiations. Again, what I heard today was actually like in a nutshell. I mean, it was just encouraging. Just with Brian Schottenheimer, when you ask him a question, he's not thinking on the fly. He's got the answers. He's saying, I'm going to work tirelessly. You didn't get that with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy everything was reserved. He said, I'm going to win a ring. He didn't say this year, but he said, I'm going to win a ring and I'm going to give one to my dad. That was touching to me, So, I think that we might have got lucky there because, Dallas doesn't, I don't think they, sometimes you just got to get lucky. I'm hoping that Brian Schottenheimer, he's done it as a play caller with not the best of talent. So I'm actually encouraged. But Jerry Jones, or not Jerry Jones, Dak Prescott, he was asked about his playoffs. And let me read that real quick. Basically, he said, nobody's more disappointed than I am about the team's playoff results. The Cowboys' 30-year-old the 30-year Super Bowl drought predates Dak, but entering his 10th season, the quarterback understands the criticism with a 2-5 playoff record. He said this offseason that he wants to win a championship and be damned if it's just for my legacy or for this team. It's for my personal being, for my sanity. The legacy will take care of itself. Prescott was the MVP runner-up to Lamar Jackson 2 seasons ago and is closing in on all of the team's major passing records, but he does not have what Roger and Troy have, which presents him from consideration as the greatest in team history, which it should. The criticisms come with the territory, Prescott told Clarence Hill. That comes with the $60 million. So, and he goes on. But Dak is fully aware. I don't know how
he knows.
I don't know how anybody could be disappointed at what he said. He's owning up to it. We could all bust on him, make fun of him, and say he sucks in the playoffs, deer in the headlights. That's fine. All it takes is one. The dude is going to have a good, I'm just, going to prepare it. I don't know what the win-loss record is. I know it's a tough schedule. They have a lot of moving parts. He's going to have a good season. So just get ready. I mean, obviously, if the man gets hurt again, it could be it, I don't think so because he's a tireless worker. You see what he's reshaped his body. What does that mean? I don't know what it means, but he's going to put up numbers. So you can bet your ass he's going to put up a lot of numbers this year. So get ready. But anyway, let somebody else
But we've
talk.
seen him put up a lot of numbers
Randy, what's up,
in
brother?
a year, and it doesn't produce much.
Not much.
Again, I mean, I understand what you're saying. This is a new year, right? He does have 2 playoff wins. Lamar has 3. Lamar has 5 playoff losses. Dak has 5 playoff losses. Dak's numbers were better than Lamar's 2 years ago.
The only logical answer here is, Leo, we hope he can break through.
If not, then
that's
somebody
all I
else
can hang
will.
my hat on.
And I'll be fine. We and Wade are talking Arch Manning. We're fine. It's just, if I'm, always, you got to appreciate what Dak's saying. It's not like he's making excuses.
Speaking of
how do you
excuses,
not like that?
Speaking of excuses, game time. I know I was watching Mark Chat the other night or his live stream, and somebody in the chat said there's no excuses for Dak this year, and I recall Mark.
Yeah, I do.
I recall Mark calling him a fucking idiot.
Well, again,
I'm like, well, what do you mean?
Well, again,
he was just saying that there was no run game, and I was just
Uncle Charles, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Dak's got no excuses this year.
Dak can't have no excuses because he's in year 10 and he has receivers and
Did you
he's
see
got
the
no
connection
excuses.
between him?
And he's got a good young line.
Did you see the connection between him and Pickens for a touchdown?
Yeah, I did see that. It was good.
I mean, he accounts for a third of the 30.
It's scary. And you had what's his name on the sideline?
So, what kind of expectations do you expect this year? Meeting the playoffs? Making the playoffs?
We have a franchise quarterback who needs to get our asses in the playoffs. There's no excuse for that.
I'm saying a playoff run. I don't know how far.
Well, we talked about it the other night. I don't think you were on, or last night. I lose track. We were talking about, everybody was talking, like, what would you be happy with? Well, no, at the end of the day, you better get to a championship game.
So y'all want this? Y'all want them Dan Quinn results, like the same thing that happened to Dan Quinn. It's going to happen to
My whole argument is the 93 Cowboys are not walking through that fucking door, Mark. Dak's going to have to freaking pull through.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, he has.
Sure, he does.
He has the best opportunity with George Pickens here for a year, opposite of CeeDee Lamb. He just does. Everybody can laugh and make excuses. At some point, there's going to be actual football, and then we can't hide from it.
We have a solid offensive
and we'll be here
line.
to rip his ass.
Solid. Not saying they're the greatest or the best. They're just solid.
Vinny wants a Super Bowl.
They have weapons. Right? They have Dak. You have weapons. You have two good wide receivers. You got decent tight ends. You got playmakers on defense.
Philly Oldhead.
There's not really much excuses.
Why can't I compare Lamar and Dak? Lamar is a playoff choker.
Lamar actually has worse.
One run.
Lamar actually has worse numbers too.
Again, all I'm saying, Lamar Jackson, he hasn't won one. So are we? I don't understand. He's 3-5 as opposed to Dak's 2-5. Okay.
And Lamar was a first-round pick. Dak was a fourth-round pick.
Again,
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter anymore. Once you get the
it don't right. At this point, it don't because Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick and he got 7 Super Bowls.
But what up, NJS? What's up? You're mid, bro, but that's all right. We still love.
I'm just saying, as far as people comparing Lamar to Dak,
what's up?
They forget that.
Again, I don't care. I'm not trying to say he should. I'm just saying, everybody puts Lamar on the pedestal. Why?
Well, for Dak to be successful, you're going to have to be balanced, period.
I'll take Jalen Hurts every day, over Lamar. And
he was the Michael Vick when he came out of the college. Everybody wanted him.
I would take Jalen Hurts over Lamar, and Jalen won't have Lamar's stats. He won't have. I mean, he's just going to win. He's going to win that big game and not
a tough game, right?
That's all. And that's
Lamar's issue is he's very athletic, but he doesn't got that football IQ. It's between his ears is his issue.
And it's not like they haven't had talent. They've had great offensive lines. They've had the great running backs. They've had
tight ends with him. He don't have that clutch gene.
I mean,
he's had tight ends. He just hasn't really had the receivers really that much.
He's never really had.
Zay Flowers was pretty damn good.
Exactly.
And
go back
maybe
and
one.
He's had
a 5'8" number one.
He's had a few, but I'm just saying it's always changed.
Again.
And he's had a damn good running game even before Henry was there.
All I'm saying is, guys, I'm not here.
That's true.
Yeah, get ahead, I'm sorry. Get ahead, brother.
Rob, I like to ditto your comments between his heads because he reads his pressers. Wherever they in the news and they praising him, he thinks he's that good. When it comes to game time, he's depending on that, and he doesn't deal with situations that are going to go for him to win games.
No, you talking about that?
Right. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about Lamar. I think Lamar is a bigger choke artist than
always
Dak.
beats your ass, Chris Dooley. It's a fast geo story.
Look, I'm pretty sure the Baltimore Ravens feel the same way about how the fans feel the same way about Lamar. We feel about Dak. He's got to pull through in the playoffs.
Felix? How are you, bro?
I like Lamar though.
I like Lamar. I'm just saying, don't throw Lamar down my throat, because when you analyze it, he's won 2 MVPs.
I got a buddy who I work with, the diehard Baltimore Ravens fan. He even says the same thing. He's frustrated.
Why I'm harder on Baltimore. Hold on, let me make this point about it. Switch subject is that why I'm hard on Lamar comparing to Dak is Dak, now that he's more aged, he's not a running quarterback anymore. But for Lamar to still have his legs and to be choking in the playoffs like he does, I think that looks worse on Lamar.
And he's like, what, a 3-time MVP?
Especially with that run game too.
And I thought he played great last year, Bob.
And he has a good defense.
I actually thought Lamar got hot. But we've seen that a lot. Lamar does that a lot.
But he choked in the playoffs too. He's kind of like that.
And then all of a sudden they play that cloud and cover against him.
Yeah, but did he drop the ball?
Yeah. Again, Dak's story is going to be written in the playoffs, guys. Again, I'm not arguing that. He may never get there, and he'll be in the eyes of us, he'll be a disappointment, because you need to win the game. Just
here's
there's a
what
reason.
I'm
Just real quick, there's a reason why
Brian.
Nick Foles has a statue in Philly. Was he a great quarterback? No. He won
when it counted.
He won a friggin' Super Bowl for the city of Philadelphia. Okay, so that's all you need.
Against Tom freaking Brady.
Here's what I want to hear from Dallas this year. I'm tired of if they get a good record and they get in the playoffs, I want them to whoop ass. I don't want them to sit there and be on the sidelines getting blown out and sitting there like this, looking at you, looking down on the ground. I need you to go in there and show up. That's what I want to see.
And if there's a guy available, pick him up if you're making a run too. Don't just sit there and don't improve nothing.
I don't want to hear, we're tired or we played soft or.
Well, that's another thing that he brought up today. Brian Schottenheimer came out and said it. We brought back the guys we wanted to bring back. That is a powerful statement.
I'm sorry, Holly. You can go ahead and talk.
Yeah, Holly, you're next. I'm sorry, but I mean, he did say that. He said we brought back the guys we wanted, and you could sit there and disagree, but Brian Schottenheimer said that. It wasn't old man Jerry, and it wasn't Catboy. It was the coach. We wanted these guys. They didn't want DeMarcus Lawrence and his tired legs. Anyway, go ahead, Allie.
No, I was going to say what you were going back to what Schottenheimer said, and y'all might have said this while I had to go do something.
That's fine. I'm talking a lot. I need to shut up and let you guys talk.
But what he said about with Dak being, over 30 years old, but they're not going to let Dak do what he did before. They're going to be more conservative. It sounded like with him for his own protection, to keep him from getting hurt, from what it sounded like what Shotty was saying.
You mean accommodate the quarterback that he's evolved into.
You want to protect your investment.
Got you. Yeah.
If you invest a lot of money in something, you want to protect it.
Like what Philly did with Jalen.
Exactly.
No pun intended. But
I think we're going to see a lot of big sets this year. I don't know why, but offensively, I see that.
What happened, Chris?
One of the things.
But just go ahead, Leo.
Yeah, I wanted to say one of the things I'm starting to realize, listening to, because I think it was for some odd reason this time, listening to the way Game Time is saying it. Now things are starting to click for me in terms of what you guys mean when you say, "Oh, you can't be happy for your team and you can't be hopeful and all this other stuff." Now I'm starting to understand. I think the problem, the disconnect, comes in tone and tonage. You know what I'm saying? And
everybody's
maybe
different.
You're right. And I'm saying as someone who's not a part of the fan base, when I listen to you guys talk about the team and the things that are happening from a tone standpoint, I'm missing. It comes across as if you're saying this is, because we have these changes and all this is going to happen. That's why we're going to win the Super Bowl. And it's like, wait, what are you talking about? And then it sounds like, and then no. Listen, I'm saying I'm recognizing that I am getting the tone incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys, except listening to you all today, for some odd reason, it sounds like you all have already accepted the fact that this is what we have. There's nothing we could do about it. This is what we got. You know what I'm saying? And here's what's different. What we're noticing. Is it going to work? You don't know,
We
but
don't
guess
know.
what? It's different. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
not the same old,
it's
same old.
right, and that's what it goes back to my thing from last year when we had the collapse the year before last. When I said, "Listen, I don't care. I just want to see activity.
I
Is
mean,
it going to
Leo, when was
work?
the
I
last
don't know."
time? I mean, honestly, Leo, how long has it been since we had a 1-2 punch from the outside looking in that we have now? They actually went out and put, they love the draft. They talk about how good they are at drafting, even though we know they've missed on some
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
lately. But yeah, they're still a good drafting team. But I mean, still, that aside, they invested draft capital on a 1-year guy who could be a long-term guy, but maybe not. That's nobody has that answer. So when somebody comes on here and says they're not bringing it back, there's no way they're going to bring it back. You don't know, and I don't know. If they want him, they will bring him back. If he has a great year, he's going nowhere. That's just my opinion, but we're all entitled to it.
Okay, I'll tell you
When
this.
was the
Before
last time Dallas had 2 receivers? Now, we saw literally the first series, Dak throw an 80-yard bomb on a crossing pattern to none other than George Pickens, and you had Isaiah stand back on the sideline, and he was just shaking his head because the move that Pickens put. I can't remember. We had Dez, right?
I was going to say the Dez Bryant.
Okay,
Didn't you
but
have
who
Dez
was number
and
2?
We had Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb.
Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb for a little bit.
But that was CeeDee's rookie year.
During COVID, when they punished him for,
and CeeDee wasn't what he is now. Let's be honest.
And Zeke wasn't on the was Zeke on the team too?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
see, so
but I mean,
that's I would go that far back.
Pickens
But
can be better than Amari.
Here's something that's notable. Game time. It's been a long time since I've heard Dallas Cowboys head coach sound like he has true ownership of the team.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm talking about from a locker room standpoint.
Yeah, like you're used to hearing Jason Garrett.
Yeah. It was quite obvious that he's the head coach.
Everything was hush-hush with McCarthy. McCarthy never, again, McCarthy was, he was a 9-to-5 coach. I got news for you. 9-to-5 coaches don't win. The only way you could win is if you have a veteran-laden team where you have a bunch of great coaches and you could kind of coach. McCarthy didn't put the work in.
Well, he had Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was the coach on the field.
But he couldn't win with them, though. Only one Super Bowl.
I'm talking with his Dallas Cowboy tenure.
Presence on the field.
Everything was, I don't want to talk. I don't want to, we crapped on Nick Sirianni because he does talk, right? And it doesn't seem to be hurting them. Give me a guy, Brian Schottenheimer, who's very respectful. He's already he called plays, not as a head coach, as a offensive coordinator. From what I'm hearing, and that's all we're talking, Leo, and people are like, you guys are crazy, here you go again. I don't know what it's going to translate into. That's what's making it exciting. Right. If it does end up being an 8-win year and we don't make the playoffs and there's, it sucks again, well, then we'll address it. But right now, in the season of optimism, I mean, everybody's optimistic. It's not the same old, same old. It's not Mike McCarthy.
No.
It's, we have a absolute leader and a head coach, whether you guys believe it, whether I believe it, the players believe it, and I think Dallas got lucky. Now Dallas is still doing the same old with contracts, but I don't know that was a reason for anything last year. Dak keeps himself in great shape. That was kind of a freak injury. I mean, but he keeps getting injured. If Dak gets injured again, then Joe Milton season, and it'll probably be an 8-win year. That was another thing I wish that they would have asked Jerry today, because Jerry made a comment, Hallie, and it basically saying, "Well, we got number 4 back when he's healthy. I know what we can expect," and that somebody should have asked him, Jerry Jones. He was playing like shit for the 5 games before the injury, or however many games. Why didn't one of those guys say, well, hold up, Jerry. You're talking all this about Dak, right? The fan base is frustrated. Dak's frustrated. Okay, we hear Dak's frustration. He wants to win. It's not like Dak don't want to win. He was not playing well, prior to the injury. So what's your exclamation for that, Jerry? He wasn't hurt and he was still playing like shit. Now he's done that before, but still, he wasn't playing good up until he tore his hammy off the bone, right? So
well, you guys and Rob would agree with me. Game time, you guys are in familiar territory. We were here, we were right here, just like what 4 years ago, and remember Nick's opening yeah, his press conference was terrible. You know, he was teased about it, but here's the thing, you know, based off of, you know, fast forward to today, Rob, wouldn't you say that like they're trending positively so far?
What's
In
up,
terms
y'all?
of
Cole
these,
Henderson here
I've
with
seen this
Michael
before.
Parsons for the
I
42nd
think what it
dash.
is
Gonna
is
touch the
that
40 and
Nick,
roll his
even
way. Are you
though
ready for
even
me?
now, I
All
mean,
right.
halfway through well, I won't say halfway through the season, but after the 4 games when we started off 2-2, people were calling for Nick's job because he was John to the crowd. I think the difference what we have in Philly that they don't have in Dallas is I think they both have some good head coaches, but we also have Howie Roseman to go out and get that talent.
Absolutely.
So for him to go out and get that talent,
I would just say
Nick can talk all that he wants because Howie's going to go out and get the Saquons. He's going to go out and get the AJ Browns.
You got some
He's
big
gonna
contracts coming up though, so I think they're going to be a little bit more now that you got like another Super Bowl under your belt. I don't know how much they're going to be throwing cash around outside of the current team. Not to say that they won't make a move, but where we sit here today, there's really not that one move. TJ Watt signed. Hendrickson, that makes no sense with the Eagles. He's going to want a lot of money. Again,
you're right. Well, I don't think we need to make them. I mean,
I'm just saying, I don't think you're going. Yeah, but you may need to as the season progresses due to injury or whatever. You may need to make a move, and he may do it. But I don't know that he's going to unload a lot of money. He's got some contracts coming up that he needs.
I don't think he'll have to game time. I think what's going to end up happening is that when you think about
you're going to get injured, but we didn't think we were going to get injured. So God forbid.
No. What I'm saying is when you think about the number of draft picks from last year to this year and then next year.
Yeah, but you need
when those big time contracts come through, we're gonna have a lot of youngins on the team.
You're gonna have to.
And we're gonna have to. It's gonna have to get blown up again and then rebuilt all over again. But
what's up, Dirty Sanchez? What's up, brother?
For the next couple of years, that core group of guys, you can pay those guys and then push those back payments down the road, because when you blow the team up again and rebuild it again, we got the draft capital, and all those dead money hits will come off the books by the time all this needs to happen. So we could actually we're trending towards being able to weather the storm, especially when you think about how we've been drafting the last few years.
Momo, what's up, man? How you doing? Are you still alive?
I'm quiet. I'm just listening.
Let's go, brother. Come on, get in here. We need.
I made my comments on here.
That was it.
You want to hear the comment I made?
What did you say?
Do you really want to hear? Because y'all gonna trash me when I'm about to say.
You're in
rabbit hole time. Watch out, game time. Watch out, game time.
Here it comes. The sermon. Here comes the soliloquy. The sermon.
Coach of the year, comeback player of the year, Debo, defensive player of the year.
Comeback player.
Okay, we go.
You don't even know your own team, bro.
Yeah, man,
wheelchair.
I think you've been cracking it up over there, bro.
Momo, I thought Debo was going to be daddy of the year.
He's got comeback sauce in the damn water bottle.
Hallie, oh my God, Hallie's trolling.
Momo, you forgot your self award, biggest imagination.
Put a poll up in the chat, Brian.
What's the poll?
Should Washington go back to the Redskins?
No, they shouldn't.
I want to see the consensus of the NFL fans.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And I guarantee it's about.
I think it's wrong what they did.
80% wanted.
I'll say this as a Cowboys fan. It was wrong what they did to Washington. It was. That was unnecessary. That they made them change their name. And the Cleveland Indians and all these other teams. I think that was unnecessary.
Okay,
If the Native Americans say they want
the
it,
tribe, the tribe.
Well, hey, I have Cherokee, so
one at a time.
Here's the consensus. Y'all are looking from the outside. I live and bred in DC and all that. Nobody in DC, I know, only certain individuals like the word Redskins, but there was a big, huge group
So
of
you think
people.
it's a racial thing?
Y'all looking at it in the wrong context because y'all looking what the name was. I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't like that name in DC. Period.
Is it a racial thing? Is that?
Yes.
Well, okay. I mean, listen, I'm not going to tell you how to feel.
Momo, I was never hearing growing up too much bitching about Washington.
You not because you was on the outside.
Dude, I was at the Smithsonian
Cowboys and
seeing
Indians.
men with Washington Redskins tattoos all over them.
I don't want to get into it, but I'm just saying I don't even care what they named.
I'm just saying.
As long as they
I'm
win.
just saying. No. Literally.
Listen,
bullshit. Hold on one second. First time in Washington, D.C., I go there. I'm wearing a Cowboys jersey, entering the Smithsonian.
Right.
The guy would not let me in. He pulls up his arm, big ass Washington Redskins tattoo, and says, "You can't come in here with that jersey on." So don't sit here and tell me that no one in Washington wants them.
I didn't say
to be the Redskins.
I said the consensus of people in my group.
MJS.
And they changed that team's name without the fan bases.
Momo, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're allowed to have that opinion. I'm just saying, I don't know. But MJS says,
I just think.
Can you call a team the Blackskins or the Yellowskins? Again,
okay, but they could call it the Wahoo Indians. I wouldn't care.
I don't want to get political.
I want to win another Super Bowl before I die.
Hey, if the Native Americans don't want it, then that's what you go by.
But that's not the case, though, Momo.
Yeah, I've talked to India, dude.
The case is they would rather keep.
I've talked to people who are off the reservation. They even said it's not even an offensive name. It's all a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about.
What's the chief that's on the helmet? Does somebody know offhand?
Chief Wahoo. He's the one that made the logo himself. A chief, a Native American chief.
Yeah.
Then
I don't care. Again, I'm not here to stand on a hill saying
no. I'm saying it's because they're a cornerstone NFL franchise. You do not change cornerstone NFL franchise.
You should want to be the Redskins. That's why when you won your Super Bowls, you haven't done anything as a commando.
Yeah, that's your identity.
This came a commando.
Mode.
How long has that nickname been existed? The Commanders.
It's only been a few years.
I hate it. Okay, just think about the name, Daniel Snyder. He had 3 bad names, and that was the best name of all the bunches they had.
I don't know about that. The only reason why you like it now,
there was a few other names I thought were better, like Washington Red Tails.
I like the football team.
That'd have been dope.
Yeah.
That'd have been dope.
The Red Tails were.
That's the
regiment.
The fighter wing.
Yeah, the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, that would have been way better.
That would have been dope.
That would have been awesome.
There you go. Yeah. But then again, somebody would have got offended, right? Because they're talking. But Jesse wants to talk. He's got his hand up. What's up, Jesse?
Nah, like I said, man, it's always politically correct. It's just do it the right way. If people want it that way, let them have it.
Here's my thing. What's up, Tommy T? There's other. There's other. Like the Chiefs, right? Okay, you got the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
It got so bad that they made the baseball team change from the Indians. Now, what's wrong with an Indian?
And even before that, you remember back in the day when they made the Washington Wizards change their name.
Why did they have to change?
They used to be the Washington Bullets.
Yeah, remember that.
The Indians are a part of our culture. I mean, let's be honest. We stole the land from the Indians. So, but I mean, the Indians. It's not like it's a derogatory thing. They made them change it to the Guardians. That type of stuff is annoying, guys. I'm not saying Redskins because I understand what you guys are saying. On the surface, well, that's not good. But if the Indian want to see that logo on the side of the helmet because it's proud to them, who are we to say no? But I don't like dictating either. I'm not.
What if somebody identifies as a dog and is offended by the Cleveland Browns?
Everybody's offended by something.
See what I mean?
Let's simplify this.
Oh, here we go.
Call them the Washington Crack.
That's it.
In Momo's honor.
In Momo's honor. Ass cracks.
Wait, what was that, Rob? What was that?
The ass cracks.
Washington Crackback.
Oh,
the
I would love to
Washington Crack
hear.
Attack.
I would love to hear the song they come up with that.
Yasin. Let me get to Yasin. Yasin is in here, right? Yasin?
So, I was a fan. I sold Coca-Colas. I won't mess it up on Leo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting. I was gonna say so. I was just about to jump on you. You sold Coke?
So I sold Coca-Colas at the stadium, RFK Stadium, back in the day. So I was a 16-year-old kid selling Coca-Cola and in Center Stadium. And I met Sonny Jurgensen. I met all these great football players. Shook Sonny Jurgensen's hand. Roy Jefferson. My hero, Charlie Taylor, at the time. He was my hero because I loved Charlie Taylor, but he was old.
I like Charlie Taylor too. I did.
Yeah, and he was over the hill because every time.
Let me get Yasin Cowboys' take on this. Yasin, get in here, brother. What's your thought? If you're Yasin, you're muted. All right, when you get your.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. What's your take on? I don't know how we got on this subject. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
The poll.
The poll. That's right.
No,
I'll put the poll.
Wade.
What's the poll to 90 to 10, 90 to 1?
I don't know.
Figured.
It's 83% wants the Redskins back. What's your you're a smart dude. What's your opinion on that?
On what?
On the Redskins returning as a name.
I don't like. I'll tell you what. I don't mind the Florida State Seminoles, the Kansas City Chiefs, Atlanta Braves. Okay, but
how about the Cleveland Indians?
I have no problem with that.
What was wrong with that name?
That wasn't me, by the way. I'm just saying.
No. I'm just saying.
Because and the Redskin is a racial slur. Okay?
I could see that.
It's not like the Braves or the Chiefs.
Right.
I get you where you're coming from.
Tell me the history of that name. The original owner of the Washington Redskins did not like Native Americans, so he purposely made the name Redskins to defend them.
Yeah. Another thing, the original owner of the Redskins,
there you go.
What was his name? Preston Marshall. What was his name again?
Oh yeah. Marshall. What was his name?
He had an all-white team, by the way. He was the league told him that.
There's more to the story that I don't know. So now this is making sense. That's why I asked. Real quick, let me get to the super chat.
White people and like Mark's father's generation from the Washington D.C. area. That's a lot of black folks. The reason they're not fans of the club is
because of that name. Okay, so there you go.
Not only the name, the team.
There you go. Wade, he shut you up. Give Momo credit. Every home game.
I think they were not a fan of that club because they were not integrating.
Yeah,
read the super chat, please.
We're not integrating.
Let me read the super chat, please. Give Momo credit. Every home game at RFK had protests. There was a divide in the name, not just regular fans protesting, but also Native Americans. Chris Dooley.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now we're getting more to the story.
Brian, do you remember Charles Mann? Who played,
Charles Mann. Dexter Manley. Yep.
Yeah, Charles Mann said, if somebody comes to me and tells me they're offended about somebody, and he said this was back in the late 80s, and that's when Charles Mann, and I respect Charles Mann.
Yeah. You know what, Game Time, remember we talked, remember I said tone? Remember when I said tone?
Yeah.
I think the tone in which the name change has come up this time because of the way Donald Trump said it, the tone is what's off.
Yeah.
If this is going to happen, fine, no problem. But because that's, but the tone in which the circumstances that made it so, because Donald Trump wanted to happen. Now I got a problem with
Twiz,
it.
You're right. Twiz says you're never going to make everybody happy.
I'm not here to go political. Okay?
No, we're not going political.
We're not going political. But the only reason Donald Trump said that was he just wanted to change the Epstein issue. That's why
but anyway, I just want to say this. I just want to say this real quick. I don't want the name change, but I wouldn't mind having the emblem of the Native American back up there. I would take that for the name.
Okay.
How about the 1970s one? They are. You didn't like that one?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Or what about the Florida State Seminoles arrow on the helmet?
Oh, that's not
there
bad.
You go. Yep.
Dirty Sanchez.
But I will.
I used to live in Florida, and
let me read
the
this
Seminoles gave the Florida State the permission to use the name.
Let me read this real quick. On the contrary, Dirty Sanchez says, "Sir, I know quite a few Indians, and I haven't heard one comment from an Indian that they don't like the Redskins name because of the racism. They like the name."
I know plenty of.
I know that's why I find it weird, because I know people that are Native American that are Redskins fans.
I know.
That's what's funny to me. It's like, really?
You don't know what to believe, unfortunately, but I agree.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm
to his own. I'm talking about, you got to realize, we talking about D.C. area. Because, okay, I went to a high school called Anacostia. Anacostia, and I went to high school. I played football on that high school. The name of the team was called the Anacostia Indians. Because Anacostia was a Native American name. And so... So that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of names out there like that. I have no problem with that. I know that my team is gonna go 11-1. If we're gonna have Jaden Daniels MVP, if we're gonna have Coach of the Year.
I agree.
So let's get ready for some football.
Yeah,
some real football.
We covered it. It is a topic. I mean, they're talking about it. Yeah, so we'll see.
You guys, I'm surprised Leo is now siding with Jerry Jones.
About what?
I'm really disappointed, Leo.
You're disappointed that I'm siding with Jerry Jones?
I've been following Jerry Jones since February 25th, 1989, okay?
Right.
The first day he's owned the club.
He was planting the
This
seed
guy's a
back
cheap
in
son
those
of a
days.
bitch. He's making more money than anybody, and he's talking about players, and he's disappointed. The players.
Drew said, let's go back to what I called. See you, Momo. See you Wednesday.
All right, see you Wednesday.
All right,
let's go back to what I called them, the foreskins. Drew. There you go.
Well, yeah, y'all seen. I just want to say,
ooh, that's
that
ugly.
What Jerry is saying, what Jerry is saying, is still at the end of the day, he has every right to say it, because he has in fact paid a lot of money. Was it responsible? That's a whole nother conversation.
Again,
but
Leo,
he is still within his right to say.
He's damned if he does. He's damned if he don't.
Michael Irvin came out.
I'm not siding with him.
Leo and Brian.
I want Jerry. I honestly, as an Eagles fan, I think Jerry has been doing a wonderful job. I hope he continues to do what he's doing.
So here's the thing. Hold on, Leo, hold on. The Cowboys have had teams. Michael Irvin was coming out and going on a tirade saying it can't all just be Jerry. You jokers need to step the F up and make plays and come through.
You're right.
Absolutely. It's all about accountability.
Jerry, okay? 2007 wasn't Jerry. 2014 wasn't Jerry. 2016 wasn't Jerry. 2023 wasn't Jerry. Okay, but he had the reason we never the following year. The reason we're disappointed is we don't re-sign our players on time. I'm pissed off, man. I'm sick of it.
And you have, and this is where I maintain. I wallow in your sorrow. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
You look at Stephen Jones, he's just there like this the whole time, like insecure.
He just
to me, he does. He don't have any balls, man. I'm telling you, he don't. He's not his dad at all.
Real quick, we got a somber moment here. Super Daddy Williams brings it up, and me and my wife were talking about it. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I know.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
He was in Costa Rica with his family and drowned. Did they recover the body, or was he lost?
They said they recovered the body.
That is absolutely heartbreaking.
It is.
He's my age. Well, he's probably. I'm 53.
He's 54.
So, yeah,
he's 54. He was 54.
I'll be 54 next month. So, but it's very, very. Man, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah. I was watching the Gordon
Gartrell. Is no joke, everybody.
Episode earlier.
Brian, he was 54 going on 55.
The ocean is no joke, Thomas. The ocean is no joke. No. I'm a water guy and all, but dude, there's nothing more scary. I was scared when I was a kid. My grandfather had a boat out of Cape May, and let me finish my thought. We broke down.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We broke down, and there was nothing more scary. We had to wait for the Coast Guard to tow us in, but the time that it took, it was a small little boat. It was
Like a dinghy?
No, it was maybe 10 foot, 11 foot, but it was still, it's not that big. Maybe 15 foot, but it was very scary. And then you see like the current, and man, you're just it's
That's
crazy.
what it is, Brian. It's the current.
Yeah.
That current takes you under.
And I lifeguarded,
no
but
matter
that
how
was
good
still
of a
scary.
swimmer you are, that current will take you under.
Yeah, I went on a dolphin cruise. I was scared as crap, man, because the boat kept rocking. I was like, man, it was
Dirty
like,
Sanchez.
And we was out in the Gulf. We was out in the Gulf in Florida, and I was like, damn, it was like,
oh, that's cold, dirty. Oh man,
Wow.
the swallows.
Where's
Hey, I was out.
The
I was
Washington
in Hawaii back
swallows.
in 2023, and I swam the Pacific, and that water is so that water hit me, and I was like, oh hell, let me get out of here. Let me get out of this water.
Hey, game time. I did lifeguarding too.
Yeah,
I did lifeguarding too, and that made me respect it more. Like the fear that I have about the currents and all that stuff is what makes me is why I respect it so much. You see what I'm saying? Because to Rob's
I'm
point,
not scared.
they can
I
snatch
just said
you.
it's scary. I love the water, but I'm just saying the ocean, you will not win if you just are recklessly. Like you need to know the tides. You need to know what you're doing when you go out on a boat. That's all. If you don't, it could get ugly quick. You need to know.
R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah. Anyway, that sucks, man. That
sucks. Yeah. Everybody get your
Washington
Gartrells.
The Washington Insurgents. I don't know. You can't be scared of life. I know, Mark. I just sold my motorcycle a couple years ago, and I used to ride on and off for years. I've had like a lot of close calls, and I had a big ass bike too. So people don't respect you on a motorcycle, and if you don't drive, you can't always ride with a bunch of people. I was never in a big group, so it was like, finally I've had it. I mean, there's nothing like being at a light and you're the first one in line and somebody just smashing into the back of you. It's like, it's like stupid shit. It's like they don't respect or they don't look for motorcyclists. So in the state of New Jersey, I'm not riding a motorcycle anymore. I have too many
watch
people.
4 cars ahead of you and all that.
Like you literally like the Matrix when you come up to the like a light. You got to be like 50 yards out, looking left, looking right, looking behind me. Okay. Oh, I see this guy's not paying attention. He's looking at his phone.
Especially now, these people texting on their phones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I sold
the
bike.
bike. Skied in a school zone. They did here
Actually,
the other day.
Rob, I kind of have some high end stuff here. So when you're ready, Rob. Now, Phil, Phil and I know he does. I think Phil and Loyal is they do USB stuff. Me, I went to XLR, so I got the XLR mic. So this mic right here is like, $500.
Yeah. Game time. My brother-in-law was my brother-in-law was at a red light with one of his partners riding, and he was just talking to his partner at the red light, and the guy behind him was probably texting or something, and ran and went straight through my brother-in-law. It took him like a year and a half to recover. You know what I'm saying? And that was from behind and at a red light. Yeah. So I understand, and this is in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So riding a bike out here is you taking real chances. I don't ride.
Yeah, it's too congested. Unfortunately.
Absolutely, yeah.
Come on now, that motorcycle's a two-way street. Mark Hutchin, most people in the state of New Jersey don't. They're too busy, bro, to pay attention to motorcycles.
In New Jersey, you can't turn left, can you? Or you got to turn. When I went down there, I went to Bordentown, New Jersey.
Yeah.
On the road, I had to turn right to go left. It was
you talking about the jug handles? That's because we have jug handles. Yeah. Or because if you turn left, you're more likely.
Okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, if you turn left, you're more likely turning
on
left
the main
into
roads, like 322 or the White Horse Pike, Black Horse Pike. Like if it's real busy, they won't be you won't be able to stop and turn left. You have to go get in the right lane and go like he's saying, like in a jug handle. So that's what it is. I don't know if it's safer. All I do know is I've been to other states where it's been a lot worse. So I don't know. It is what it is. I think it's bad everywhere. I drove a damn RV overweight with Mark Holmes through from Virginia to Dallas. I thought I was going to die a half dozen times going through Tennessee. You were talking about sketch in Tennessee. Oh yeah, the hills.
I don't like driving on Tennessee.
Wait. Game time. Like, what exactly was sketch?
Well,
I mean, finish the story.
we were driving at night.
I'm interested.
We were going through Tennessee, very hilly, so we were going downhill, and they were doing construction as they always are, and so they had cones inside the dotted line. So I didn't even have a whole lane, and I'm driving a 38-foot or 40-foot RV with 5 people and overweight. We didn't know what we didn't know, and I was all over it. I was just white knuckling it for hours. And that took a day off of my life, I think. But yeah, it was scary. But getting into Dallas, now Wade could tell you that. You talking about busy, right, Wade? Are you still here, brother? Or Wade leave? Wade left. Randy.
Oh, it's busy.
Dallas
it's busy.
is busy, right?
Oh, really?
Very busy.
Yeah. Dallas is something I don't even like going through, and I'm from Texas.
I hate the toll roads.
Yeah, the toll roads. Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate those.
Yeah, it's
the thing I noticed about Dallas is how flat everything was. I had to go to Addison for training one time too, and I just couldn't get over. Like, I was like, wow, this looks so flat. It reminded me of being like in overseas, and that's when I saw my first tumbleweed.
Yeah, but Houston is a lot worse for
How are you?
traffic.
I'd rather go through Houston than Dallas.
I go through Dallas all the time. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I think it's because you're from there and I'm from Houston area. I go through Houston all the time.
Okay.
That's why. I think it depends on where you're from.
Okay. Got it. So you guys, you guys excited about, getting first of all, who's starting off? How many guys y'all got starting off on PUP?
I don't know yet. I have to.
They got 4 of them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So are you guys thinking you're going to get Overshown back in the middle of the season or towards the end? Or do you think you're going to get him?
I'm not even counting on him. Again.
At all this season?
Well, no. I got to.
After Thanksgiving.
Hey, Leo, do you have a volume control on your mic? Like, what kind of mic are you using? No, I'm just saying, because I remember I could hear it very loud, but I can't turn you down without turning everybody else down.
Oh.
So you're just loud.
That's me, Brian.
But that's a little low, so maybe go higher.
Me, Brian.
That's low, brother.
Yeah, you got to go higher.
Mike
a little higher.
I think that's me, Brian, because...
No, it's not you.
No.
Mike check.
There you go. Right there. That's perfect.
Solid right there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right, Rob?
Yeah, got it. I apologize.
He was blowing our ears out. And I'm like, I remember because I had a comment. Somebody tell Leo. I'm like, he don't know it, but I could hear it. So
yeah, I apologize,
no,
chat.
it's fine.
I apologize, everybody.
That's all part of it. That's what I'm saying. I have a soundboard, probably the best soundboard you can have. And if we were all together, I have different channels. I could handle all that, but I have no control.
What soundboard do you have?
I got the Rodecaster Pro 2. So you seem like you got some money. So if you're going to start it out, that's what you want. So I could send you the info, brother. I can.
Sounds good, brother.
Like an XLR.
Do you guys? So are you guys expecting to see him this year? Do you want to see him this year?
Is that Overshown?
Overshown.
I want to see him at least by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's going to be in. I'm predicting he's coming in after the bye. Okay, he's gonna come in after the bye. So let me just pull up the schedule real quick. So
I would think, as important as he is,
I don't know though. He's an extra guy
right now. The degree of
now.
his injury, I wouldn't want to see him this year.
Well, I
think it's going to depend on. Yeah, I think it's going to depend on if we're still in the playoff run. If we're not, then there's no need in bringing him back.
If we're out of it, here's the schedule. If we're out of it, then he may not play this year. But if we're not out of it, then here's the deal though. He needs to.
Brian's very pessimistic, huh?
Who, me? No, I didn't say. I said I'm just saying that's a possibility. If Dak tears his other ham, I'm just saying. I'm not saying we're going to be out of it. I said if. I'm not guaranteeing nothing. I'm in a
I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I never say we're out of it.
I said if we would be out of it, maybe you don't. But I think Yasin, if he's ready, he's ready. And he needs to play for an extended period of time without getting hurt. Because right now, what Dallas fan has any real faith that he's going to stay healthy until he stays healthy? But anyway, week 9, we play the Cardinals. That's November 3rd. And then week 10 is a bye. And then at the Raiders. I think we see him Monday night, the game I'll be at. Monday night, November 17th, at the Raiders. So that's when I say that we see him. So let's just see if I'm right. But yeah.
I just think that.
What do you guys think of Jack Sanborn?
Joe DeMasi, I'm with Randy. I want Jeffrey Simmons from Tennessee, even if he takes a first. It won't take a first, but they're not getting him. But I would love him. But who knows?
Fine.
I don't feel against Jack Sanborn.
I love Jack Sanborn as a leader, but I don't know.
I think he can play at least while we wait for Overshown.
No, just real quick.
An outside backer.
Look, we got to talk a little birds. They signed Andrew Makuba, the player I really liked out of the draft. I liked him. So undersized, but the dude's a ball hawk. So we'll see. I'll be curious to see how fast and how he fits in and how long it'll take. But I love the player. So.
Well, you know what? The fact that he still has to work himself into a starting lineup that would have Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown coming back.
You know what else he offers? In my humble opinion, he offers you some flexibility to play inside a little bit. He's actually he could help you in certain looks, actually covering. So I like Andrew Makuba. Randy McIntyre,
I think it's a good
right?
recovery.
Oh yeah, I love him. I think it was a great pick for the Eagles.
Yeah,
I wanted him as a Cowboy.
Some people didn't like. He dropped a little bit. Some people they want that prototypical size. I think who was it that drafted Eamon? Was that Washington? Who was that? Was that the Commandos? I think
I'm not sure who drafted him.
Yeah, the South Carolina safety.
Yeah,
like the real big guy who was a hit or miss.
Seattle, I think
it was.
He's in Seattle. He's a Seahawk.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. He was hit or miss in college.
You sound surprised that I'm right.
No. Don't read in this shit. Do not read in this.
Good Rob.
How's that?
Got it, Rob.
Brian got to make sure he stays undersized every time. Because he's undersized. I love him. What's the big deal? YouTube J Cap-a-lot. God forbid I don't say that the sun rises and sets and everything the Eagles do, you got an issue. Lighten up.
And coming off of having let go Sidney Gardner.
He's undersized. That's a fact. So. YouTube J Cap-a-lot.
Yeah, but he's a hitter though.
I also
That's
said
what
he's
I
a
like
hard
about
hitter
him.
and a playmaker.
Tackler.
Listen to the whole comment.
Hard hitter.
Doesn't matter. You know who else was undersized? Allen Iverson. I loved him. So fuck you. What are we talking about here? He was a big guy. He's got size, like Jimmy Lyon.
John Stockton, Spud Webb.
Yeah, but I mean, Allen Iverson was arguably he was an icon. He was I love Allen Iverson. Player,
he was good,
and he wasn't like a tick above 5'11". Who cares? I'm just saying that's why he dropped the way he did. You out of here, Loyal? All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. See y'all Wednesday.
See you later.
Cowboys rule, Commanders rule. Come on, really? All talk the time? All talk all the time? Listen, bro.
Are they dropping off to go to Mark's live chat or what? Or live stream?
No. It's not until 9 o'clock, I don't think.
No, I think it's.
Yeah, Mark Beasley goes at 9. Wow.
I do want to say something about the Cowboys that where y'all were talking.
Oh no, it says 8.
Yeah, it's now. It's 4 minutes.
I am surprised you're right because he's always at 9. Now that one I am surprised at.
So I think that's why I wonder if we'll see them over there.
Who's that?
Loyal and Ellie.
Yeah,
Loyal and Ellie.
Maybe
everybody's over there right now.
Okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, what I want to say about the Cowboys
I'm not going to go too much longer.
I've been a Cowboy fan since 1965.
I'm not going over there.
Yeah, I've been a Cowboys fan since 1965, and I've watched them every year I don't miss football, okay?
London Fletcher,
But
Sugar
I
Daddy.
have a problem with the current ownership because they say we're doing everything we can.
Mark
We
Hudson, I
haven't
hear you.
stopped the run in 5 to 10 years, and we still don't have that one
Undersized.
tech that we need to offset the defense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't sit there and tell me you're doing everything
Okay, cool,
if
Joe.
you're not doing everything. That's my problem, especially when we got
Mike
$40
Three.
million in cap. That's all I want to say is
and
that.
again, there's really nobody now
I
that,
agree with Randy.
like what Rob's was talking. There's really not anybody out there unless you're going to trade something. So I think if you see anything, and we're all not going to hold our breath, but if we do see anything, it'll be more towards the trade deadline. It won't be now. They're going to bring in, guys who have been around, maybe something with a little bit of upside, but nothing substantial. So if Dallas doesn't move, it'll be nothing substantial right now.
Well, but
there's nothing
having
out
said
there,
that,
really.
though, all they talked about today at the press conference is about signing players. Okay, we need to be by that by now.
J Toy,
You've got to be by that kind of stuff so you can concentrate on your team, and that's where we fail. We fail because we don't concentrate on the team, and we're talking about stuff about players, this and play. And Jerry had the gall to say, "Well, players don't have, but 3 years, 4 years, we don't know what they got." If you don't know what you got in Micah Parsons, you need freaking glasses, dude. Come on.
He's a clown, man. You know what? The reason Jerry's not happy with Micah is Micah's going to do a hold in, which is really going to piss him off. He's not going to practice, but he's going to work out. That's it.
My opinion, what's going on with Jerry right now is he knows damn well that he's getting old.
Yes, I agree.
And he wants one more before he goes. And I think internally he's thinking, what do I got to do to get us over the hump? I think that's just where Jerry's at right now. I think he's staring at his own mortality. He's old and he wants one more before he's done.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I agree with that too. No,
I mean, that's why. I mean, he's like, shit. I paid Dak. He hasn't delivered. I'm about to pay Micah. Like, shit. He hasn't delivered in the playoffs. I mean, to me, he's like, what do I got to do to get us over the top?
Sign players.
Yeah, exactly, man. You can't take it with you.
One time.
Like the most richest people in the world, you can't take it with you.
The Eagles will, after 3 years, if the Eagles see that you're part of their future, they're gonna sign you.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, it's accountability.
Hey, Chris Dooley, I just saw where what's his name? I can't believe the number. Von Miller's gonna wear 24.
That's weird.
What are we doing?
I'm glad you said that, Brian, because I'm old school. I don't like this stuff.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like it, man.
I don't like. I was really disappointed.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys. At first, I was excited. Oh yeah, let's get the numbers. Let's go back.
No, I want to go back to the old.
Come on.
The old, yeah.
Let me fucking break.
Yeah. Rob, did you see that Jordan Davis came in 25 pounds lighter this year?
Yeah, wow.
And
he's trying to earn that money.
But wait a minute, game time. Last year he came in thinner. You know what I'm saying? So he's come in thinner from last year.
He's at the rubber meets the road. He needs to have a good year, or he gonna be gone and playing for the
but I like that. You know what I'm saying?
He'll get
Carolina
paid,
Panthers.
I'm going to say
I
something.
like him heavy. Sorry, I just need him to stop the run and collapse.
Even if we don't re-sign him, he'll make. I don't think he'll make Milton Williams money, but I mean, he has a special.
He'll go get a bag. Yeah.
Talent. I mean, like
weird,
to me, he's big and he's fast.
I can guarantee you guys that Jalen Carter will get a contract February 2026.
Oh yeah, as soon as he's eligible, he's going to get his.
That's
he's eligible now.
JD is going to be.
Carter? This is his third year.
Yeah, I said February 2026.
Well, they can't negotiate contracts until after the beginning of the season.
They're going to make him the highest paid defensive tackle.
Yeah, no,
for sure.
They can do it now.
No,
they
remember
can't do it now.
the league year opened. When the league year started, that's when you can start talking to the young guys. And this is year 3 for him. This is year 4
he has to
for
complete
Jordan.
3 years, Leo.
Huh?
He has to have 3 years under his belt.
Yeah, so this is this. All right, so he has to complete the year.
Exactly, right. He has to complete this year. So after the end of this season, he's eligible for an extension.
Okay, yeah, he'll get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he'll get it. And then and this is this will be going into year 4 for Jordan Davis.
He's eligible now. He's eligible now.
Yeah. And
Carter won't be eligible until January of 2026.
Yeah, and they may be able to get him too. There's a way they Howie. There's a way he might be. I don't think Howie's going to want to break up that whole Georgia Bulldog thing. And bringing in Azeez Al-Jalari, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
who was a missing piece of that whole Georgia defense for the rest of those guys. And I just want to go back and just say, if I were a Cowboy fan, given the magnitude of Overshown's injury, ACL, PCL, and MCL, I wouldn't want to see him at all this year. That's how good he is. He's so good, I would want him to take a whole year to recover properly from that kind of injury, regardless of whether we make it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude is, as long as it was done right, that dude he's very serviceable for you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Because that was a horrific injury he sustained.
Yeah, let that man heal.
Yeah.
Don't rush him back. He's good.
Yeah.
Overshown is good. He's the real deal.
Yeah, especially with what all y'all
healthy.
gonna have to deal with for the next couple of years. Not just from us, but also look at what Washington is doing. Look at what New York is doing. You know what I'm saying? New York's defense is more likely going to outshine their offense for another year or so. You know what I'm saying?
But
because there's
don't you think that Washington, they're the oldest team in the NFL?
Yes.
They're fixing to have to do a changeover quick. I mean, because you can't just keep being old like that and not take on injury after injury after injury. I mean, they're going to have to look at things differently.
But they're going to have the money. Like Washington, like what Game Time was pointing out earlier, you know what I'm saying? What me and him was pointing out earlier. Because of all that back end dead money, there's going to come a point where we're going to have to blow the team up. Yeah. I think the only person the team is going to, the only one that's going to be recognizable
doing it now,
on the team.
Kind of going young while trying.
No.
Well, they are. That's why we didn't resign.
No, I'm talking about from a core group of guys.
On board with that, actually.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm just talking about from a core group of guys. Like we got to sign Nolan Smith.
Yeah, but
we haven't talked about Nolan Smith. You know what I'm saying? We still have to make a decision on Kobe.
Yeah, but with the amount of money the TV contract is going to provide, I think y'all going to be just fine.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I mean,
I think there's a
it all comes down to
that's going to be on there.
I think the team that's going to stay consistent in drafting well is going to have the upper hand if you continue to draft.
Yes,
well,
I agree.
I think that's what's going to help. If that's why I always have an issue with Washington, because I don't believe they particularly draft. I'm not saying they never do, but they don't. You can't free agent yourself. Everybody thinks, oh well, Eagles won just because of Saquon. No, they drafted well too. So
Eagles draft well.
It goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. It goes hand in hand. It's a full. That's why when I say what does it take to win a championship? Yeah, I understand everybody wants to throw all the blame on Dak, but it starts from the top. It starts from the top, and every aspect has to be hitting on most cylinders in order to have a chance to win. And then when you're getting in those small, those opportunities, you need somebody not to fumble it away. That's
it also helps. Yeah. It helps too. It helps too that
And at the end of the season, the Eagles gave him an extension.
Who's that?
Saquon.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
If Saquon was playing for the Cowboys, I can guarantee he'll never get an extension.
A raise, yeah.
Well, beyond that, it helps too that you have a first-team All-Pro as a linebacker and only paying him $3 million as well.
Yeah, but
so for them to luck out with Zach Bond to turn around and be what he became, and only paying him $3 million, that's a lot. I mean,
did they give him an extension?
Yeah.
See, this is what cracks me up, bro. This is what cracks me up because we talk about. I'm not going to name names. Some people talk about, well, there's no possible way Dallas, I mean, you guys are bringing in players who haven't gotten it done in previous stop, like a previous stop. So, all these guys that you brought in are all not going to work out. I'm not going to name his name. Zach Bond just showed you that it indeed can work. It indeed can work with the right coaching. So that's kind of getting back to Leo's thing. That's kind of what the theme is. We're actually very happy with the coaching staff. We'll see what it amounts to. Maybe, just maybe, Kyrie Elam can be a guy that everybody's very highly. I mean, just everything they've seen, they love what they've seen, albeit in shorts. You don't really know. But, that's all we're saying. Eagles have showed that with coaching, Vic Fangio, they went and Zach Bond has become a Pro Bowl player.
And game time, he was on the
way, right?
Yeah, he was on the Saints for a few years.
Well, he was a special teamer.
It's not like he was new to the league.
The Washington
he was on the Saints for some years.
Old ass players, Momo coach Jesse Montes.
Well, then the thing is that everybody thought Devin White would have been the one starting at linebacker, and then when and then
remember
when
at the beginning,
it worked out.
And he signed a 5 year, 1 year, $5 million or something like that.
We lucked out with that, right?
But I mean, lucked out. But this is what we say: coaching matters.
Definitely,
coaching matters. So, and I'm not talking necessarily head coach, not to hammer Nick, but it took Fangio. It took. I actually once I realized what they were doing, I thought that the Kellen Moore would be good. Once I realized he wasn't going to try and stick his offense down Jalen, he looked at what Jalen did well and tailored an offense. They actually ran the ball, something that we've never seen from Kellen. And really, so that was.
And
impressive.
I think Jalen has some say so in that too, in the offense, in the making of it.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want your quarterback? Like, I want to get back to where my quarterback is in total control, gets to the line of scrimmage and says, "Yeah, I'm not running that play. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that." And I hate. That guy in the ear. Like, I would hate to play if I was a quarterback for a guy who I never have a say. I would definitely want to be able to opt out of a play and switch to something that works. That's what separates to me, because
Well,
you got.
Now you sound like when you talk that way. It to me, what I'm saying. It sounds like you're describing that's the way people were when it came to Peyton.
Well,
Peyton had say so over all of it.
I think that's how you win in this league. I think it's about the X's and O's. I mean, you need the Jimmys and Joes, but scheme can go a long way to put you in the right position. I do think that. Samuel Wilkinson, welcome, my man. How are you? Lou Branch, we're going to be physical on the lines, trying to get turnovers, swim in a pool 45 times a day, run 100 laps a day. Lou Branch. So
I'll say it again. I just thank God that football has started back.
Me too.
Yeah, since Mark is live, I am going to wrap this up just because it's been a long day for me. I appreciate everybody. Everybody go over there and show Mark some support. I don't know. I don't know. He must be on somebody else's show. I think he's on Jay Tuck's show. It looks like.
Show.
But that's why he's early. He's on their schedule. So, but I appreciate everybody. And listen, it has started. It has started. Any final words?
Mark is on. Yeah, he's with Jay Tuck. He started at 7.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just. I don't think he's actually went on yet, but whatever. I didn't know. I can't always. I can't always worry about it. But it was a long day for me. I did get my shower. I did eat. So I'm just going to chill, watch the rest of the Phillies game. We got a top of the 6th. It's 2-2. Phillies and Boston. Phillies need to get their head out of their ass. So I'm going to relax a little bit. Hot day today. I am off tomorrow. So I'll be getting up, going to the gym. But I will be doing a live, like a lunchtime. So
nice.
Just let me know. Rob, what's a good time for you?
Hey man, I don't have no meetings tomorrow, so I'm home working all day. So,
but I mean, like 2ish,
like
Eastern, 3 o'clock Eastern, something like that.
Yeah, 2 your time, 3 your time is good.
All right,
me.
all right. So yeah, look for that. Again, this is just the beginning, everybody. No, I just, I don't know how else to act. Momo likes to poo-poo everything. I don't think it's fair. Listen, man, I'm not going to tell you guys. how to feel. I just don't understand why people got to rain. Listen, the games are going to do enough. We're going to know right away, right? We're going to know a month into the season what we're dealing with. If we come out slow, it could be an ugly season. If we get out strong, Randy, then
it'd be fun.
And Game Time, I want you all to know that I genuinely meant what I said when I said I was having a light bulb moment, realizing this is about tone. I really have. I think I'm just replaying past conversations and stuff like that, and I'm realizing that I might have got you guys wrong.
I mean, Ultra Cowboy, and God bless him, he really thinks they're winning the Super Bowl. Again,
okay, yeah,
I'm not going to go there now. And it's like, well, you're only putting like 1 foot in the pool. Well, listen, I need right now the water's really cold. And you get up to like you step into it. I got to warm up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm excited for football. I need to see a lot of things. We have a lot of moving parts. We have potential. So I'm excited. Football's back. Let's see where it goes. And, and I think that's fair. So, but all right, everybody, I am out. Anyway, go ahead. Rob, thanks. Are you ready for some football? Let's effing go. I am, bro. I am. Unfortunately, we got to start out at the link week 1. But...
Rob, hey, later, champ. We got this.
Thanks, Rob.
Yes, we do.
Go ahead.
4 weeks from Saturday, college football starts. 4 weeks from Saturday.
Take care, man.
Thomas Garrett,
Jesse, take it easy,
comment.
big dog.
Ahead,
Randy, Thomas, game time later, y'all.
Take it easy.
I told a buddy of mine who's a Cowboy fan. I told him, I said, man, just let everything just fall into place. Don't rush nothing. Just let it fall into place. That's all I could tell him.
Yeah.
We always rush through everything before the season starts, and we always get heartbroken when, at the end of the season. So just let everything fall into place.
I agree. But all right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all. I will go over there and show Mark support if you guys want, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Bye. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Late.